Hello and welcome to this podcast, Little Girls Aren't Taught This. I am your host, Self-Love Lydia, and this is a self-love podcast unlike no other. Within this podcast, we will go into all of the things that we should have been taught as little girls that would have helped us feel empowered, connected, and just unapologetic as we grew into women. I am the queen of deep transformations. I am on a mission to impact women around the world with self-love, and I am here to teach you how to be unapologetic and just step into your power. I hope you enjoy the podcast. To this week's episode of the podcast. How are you doing on this wonderful day? I hope your day is going well, wherever you are listening to this. So, I have decided to repurpose some of my content and actually use the lives that I've been doing recently on Instagram as podcast episodes because there's just so much value in there and it's easier to listen to them as podcast episodes. So this week was the first live that I done. So I don't know if you saw, but I decided to just show up and do 10 lives across 10 days, focusing and sharing the things that have helped me create 2 successful brands and scale my business to, attract clients worldwide, generate high income, sell high ticket. And yeah, I just really wanted to share the things that have helped me do that along the way as Lyd Fit and Self-Love Lydia. So this week is all about authenticity online and how that is your greatest superpower when it comes to growth in your business. But one of the things I would say is even if you don't have a business or even if you don't have an online platform, this episode will still be really valuable in terms of you just being authentic in what it is that you do. So yeah, I know that it will provide some value. So I hope you do enjoy. And I hope that your week goes well. And I shall see you for another podcast episode very soon. Oh, hello and welcome Instagram Live on and how that is a way for you to grow. So I decided because I have been away for one of the things I just really want to come on and do is just give value and really share the things that have helped me over the past few years when it comes to scaling my business, when it comes to creating a business, when it comes to creating a brand. So I am just literally going to do 2 weeks of lives with all of the tips and all of the things that have helped me. So hello, if you are watching, welcome. So this one is all about being authentic online and why that is incredible when it comes to not only growth in your business, but also how you show up and sell online, what you're able to sell, and how your audience connects with you. Authenticity is your superpower. So hello, welcome to people joining. So who am I? I am Lydia. I have got some notes with me on the laptop because getting back into it has been harder than what I thought it was going to be. Getting back into that business space, it's very interesting noticing how I'm feeling coming back into it. I just think because I focused for so long on the dissertation and the uni work, so I have got notes because I don't want to miss anything. So who am I? I am Lydia, a business coach and mentor, and I help impact-driven women create a standout brand and business that represents who they are. So I was journaling on this in Dubai, and I was like, what is it that I want to help women do? So I want to help you create a business that represents who you are, your values, your goals, so you can sell with confidence, so you can show up authentically, and you can create a standout offers that you fucking love. I am here for you being in love with what you're selling. If you're not in love with it and you know this is something, I practice what I preach. If I don't love what I sell, if it doesn't feel in alignment with me, I don't sell it. So that is what I want to help women do. And I am here to help you create a life of freedom, luxury, growth, success, and space, whatever that looks like for you. So just a little bit about me. So over the past 4 years, I have gone from working with high-risk male offenders in the probation service to developing 2 successful standout brands that allowed me to work with women worldwide, create an impact and change through signature programs and offers, which is insane. I have sold out a retreat. I have created a 12-week signature program in my bedroom that created multi-six figures in sales. And I went from charging £500 to £6,000 for my one-on-one coaching in the space of 18 months. So in this mini series of lives, I have broken down the things that have helped me develop a brand and a business over the years. So all of those things that I have learned on this journey, from working with high-risk male offenders in the probation service, to being a personal trainer and creating Lyd Fit the brand, then to developing into a self-love coach and creating Self-Love Lydia. Hello to people watching, and if you are watching this back on the replay, please drop me a comment and say hello. But yeah, I am breaking down all of those things that have helped me over the years. So one of the things that I know a lot of women struggle with, especially when it comes to business, and especially with this online space at the moment, is showing up in a way that feels authentic to you. So showing up in a way that you don't have to overthink, and you don't have to make everything seem not staged, but think about everything in the purpose for content. Think about everything in the purpose of, I need to be this perfect person who is showing up online, and I always need to be showing up in this certain way. One of the things that I know also a lot of women struggle with in this space, and you may resonate with this, is feeling worthy enough to just show up as yourself, feeling worthy enough to really tune inward and be like, what is it that I feel called to help people with? Like, what is it that I want to sell? How the fuck do I want to sell it? How can I create a strategy that feels good for me? How can I utilize Instagram or TikTok or YouTube or my mailing list in a way that feels good for me, in a way that allows my audience to see who I am, in a way that allows them to connect with me just as much as I am connecting with them? So stop basically the juice of this Instagram is, when you think you need to be like everybody else, what I want you to know is you are actually damaging your business and your sales. Because I don't know if anybody else can notice this, but I can see when people are coached by the same fucking coach. I can see when they are stepping into their coach's power. I can see when their offers are similar to other coaches' offers. And, you know, for me, this feels like a small space, the online space. I don't know if it's just me, but it feels like in some way people are very linked. And don't get me wrong, when I first started out as a coach, I looked to people for inspiration. I looked at what other coaches were doing. I looked at how the strategy they were using and how they were showing up online to sell. And then I would catch myself in those moments and be like, this actually doesn't feel good. Like, I don't know what to show up and say now because I'm looking at what other people are doing. This offer feels like it's not something I would want to sell. Like, I've been there and felt that way, so I don't know how to come on and sell it to my audience. I felt like I had to post certain things. And when I caught myself in that space, that's when it really started to feel out of alignment business for me. So stop stepping into your coach's power and learn to harness your own sense of self-worth, because that is the juice that makes your offers yours. And I think this is so important and something that is missing, and something that a lot of you, I know, struggle to fully step into, struggle to fully harness your own power and do business how you fucking want to do business. Sell whatever the fuck you want to sell, even if it's never been done before, even if you've never seen another coach do it before. So I see it time and time again, and it really makes me sad because, like I said, I don't know, I just feel like it's so obvious, and I just want women to be able to step into their own power and be authentic online. So what am I known for? Again, creating standout brands. When I was Lyd Fit in the personal training space at the time, it was a standout brand. Like, I stood out as a personal trainer, being different and having incredible transformations with my work. And this is one of the other things why authenticity is so important for you. Like, when you think about creating growth, I'm not just talking about growth in the sense of engagement or Instagram followers here. What I'm talking about is, would you love to sell to people all over the world? Would you love for your program to be known worldwide? Because the more you are yourself and the more you align your offers, and you fucking love selling your offers because you are connected to them and they feel like they connect with where you're at, and you've pulled from your own experiences and you're showing up online as an embodiment of the transformation, you grow in ways that you can't imagine. Like, for example, I had women in, I think it was the Netherlands, it was Australia, Canada, signing up to the Divine and being on the wait list for the Divine because the momentum was there. Obviously, the transformation was there because I was embodying the transformation that was coming from the Divine transformation. So what I want you to just know is that when we talk about being authentic, there's a fine line, obviously, because we are still women with businesses. We are also women who want to be able to position ourselves as that like authority. And if we just come on and overshare about our private life, or, you know, we just come on all of the time and we're just talking about our personal life or how much of a show we are or how maybe that we're struggling. No, you know your audience best. Like, does that feel like it would allow you to position yourself as that authority? Would you get people wanting to sign up to your offers if you overshared? And then obviously the other extreme of that is just feeling like you need to show up all the time and be like, oh my god, my life's so perfect, like hashtag manifested all of this, like I've got all my shit together. Like, you know, just showing all of the good stuff, because it's not always about showing the good stuff. It's about you just being yourself online. That involves being silly, being vulnerable, being brave, being joyful, being childlike, maybe showing a side of you that's upset when things aren't working, talking about your failings in business. All of these things lead into your authenticity. So showing parts of yourself, people relate to you and they see you as a real human who they want to invest in. So when we are thinking about authenticity and growth, the more your audience connect to you and the more your audience see that you have something within you that they know they have in themselves, or they see in themselves, or they want for themselves, the more they are connected to you. So the more they are more likely to be intrigued by offers you are putting out. They are more likely to follow the journey that you are on, because somewhere within them they believe that that is possible. You act as like a mirror for what they desire, and that hooks them in. And this is the reason why authenticity is so important, because then when you get these women in your space, they feel like they know you, they feel connected to you. You are not trying to be something that you aren't. You are just being yourself, and you are showing your whole process, your whole journey. And that is so inspiring for women or your clients or your customers. And that is the shit that will make them invest in your programs, because it is building trust. Would you invest in someone that you don't trust? Would you invest in somebody that you don't feel a connection with? Like, truly think about that. Would you do that? And if the answer is no, probably the same applies for your clients. So it's not about being perfect on Instagram. You can position yourself as that authority, and you can still be authentic and show who you are. And like I've just said, that creates connection with your audience. That creates a connection to your brand. What are the associations to your brand? So when people used to think about Lid Fit, the associations were like self-love, body positivity, doing things in a different way. Self-love Lydia, again, what did people associate with that brand? Power, me being in my power, being authentic, self-love, body love, all of these things, because I was authentic in that process of sharing that. Like, I had to be back as well, like, so